Hey guys, Brad here.
And Stu.
Hey, we're kind of off to a late start tonight with the podcast, but if you listen to it, you'll have enough time still to do your waivers. So pay attention.
Yeah, you will.
And if not, then you can listen to it and go, "Man, I really missed out."
Suck it.
Well, Stu, usually every podcast I started off with a trade alert with the bell sound, but we can't do that this week.
Yeah, zero. I mean, the teams have their deadlines. No one's filling the trades right now because it's close, fellas. It is close. We are within. The leaders are 3 games ahead of the losers. It is close. It is.
Yeah, you're right. 2 games.
Scary close.
6 games, 4 games. That's it.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
See, I think people are starting to hold their players a little bit closer to their chest. The schedule's smaller. There's less weeks to look ahead to. Everybody's looking at matchups, and yeah.
Because I mean, at this point, like normally it's a little more divided, and there's at least 1 or 2 people ahead of everybody, and those 2 people tend to focus on trades and trying to get their team better. But at this point, we're all having to just try to focus in and try to get a team just to make it to the playoffs. I mean, some of us seem to have a little bit of a lead over the rest, and we'll get to that here in a little bit. But it's still close.
I agree. It's really crazy it being this close. Usually there's some teams ahead, and but there is a small little bit of trade market out there. I know Sam has put Delaney Walker and I believe another player on the trade block.
Yeah.
So if you need a tight end, because we'll get to tight ends and waivers later, but Delaney Walker's in play. You might want to go try to snag him if you can. Yeah.
I actually dropped him, and I wasn't super excited about it that it happened, but it happened, and not the worst moves I've ever made in fantasy football.
No, but you got a good tight end too, so you'll be okay.
Yeah, I have 2 all right ones.
Yeah. Old Greg.
Olsen, I think I'll be all right.
Yeah. Well, besides there being no trades, somebody did not take a break. Sam Bradford was bored on the IR, and he was like, I got to hurt someone. And
I feel so happy with myself, though, that I started the trend of starting to name different fantasy football characters as Star Wars characters.
Oh, that was great.
I have been having so much joy reading these between making the different cities, different places in Star Wars. I have thoroughly enjoyed this, but it just popped in my head as soon as you guys mentioned a couple of different things. I was like, oh wow, he's totally Palpatine and he's totally Darth Vader. Like it's a real thing.
I loved it. My favorite was definitely that Rob Ryan is Jabba the Hutt.
I loved it.
It just fit.
Oh.
And one thing that the Force was not strong with Sam this week. He got a good win.
Had the worst so far.
He got a really important win, but it cost him. He lost Aaron Jones. He's out 3. I think that just ends Aaron Jones's fantasy season. It's just done.
I just don't think he. He had really great weeks. Ty Montgomery had really great weeks. He lost his job to Aaron Jones. So, it's one of those things. I don't feel like Green Bay is really gonna just put anybody over anybody. So, we'll see what happens with Williams and see how that goes.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Sam, that wasn't the only running back hurt. Rob Kelly, high ankle sprain and an MCL sprain. He's out at least a month. I mean, Rob Kelly, even when he's healthy, hasn't been worth anything.
Not this year. Last year he was a godsend. This year he's just been a pain in the ass.
Yeah, at this point, Sam, that's a guy just worth dropping. Just him and Aaron Jones, you can get rid of both of them, and it's okay.
At this point, drop them because Rob Kelly would be the only one anywhere close to keeping, but if you need spots or you need other people on the waiver wire, I don't know.
That's where I would do it because he's holding on to David Johnson and Zeke. So I feel like...
Oh, yeah, no, at that point, yeah. If you're going to hold on to those two, understand why you're holding on to Zeke. David Johnson's not looking real great either. So
I understand why Zeke, because he'll have him the last game of the year, which could be the dildo game. So
I thought he was back the 17th.
He comes back. No, I counted. It's 6 weeks. He comes back.
Just 10.
Yeah,
10,
11,
12,
12, yeah.
14.
So he'll be back week 16. So Sam will have him just for one last hurrah.
Well, that's the game he needs him for. So.
That's the game.
And I understand why he's holding on to David Johnson. He's got a slight chance, and then that video today of him using his hand was nice.
Yeah, I'd like to think Arizona is not going to use them, and they're just going to put them on the shelf till next year. I still think
he's going to stick with AP for right now. I mean, I see why they would.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing all right.
And if he comes in, they're going to split carries, and it's just this is something I don't want to put a bunch of stake into. If that makes sense. Like if something's really on the line, and we know what we're talking about here, I don't. That's too risky for me. I want to go somewhere safer than that.
Yeah. Well, next up is me with Devontae Freeman. He lasted about 1.5 seconds in that first quarter of his game this week, and then
that's all you needed.
Just out. Now,
that's all you needed from him.
They've announced he's probably out for Monday's game. I was like, they announced that yesterday, so I was like, man, they're not. Well, I mean, I understand they're being careful because it's his second concussion this year. So I mean, I understand, but it sucks. He hasn't really been performing as it is. Dixon is
Tevin Coleman.
Coleman, yeah.
He's flying high. He'll be starting him this week for sure. And then Day, Ty Montgomery hurt his ribs again.
Finally got his job back, and then went ahead and re-injured some ribs, or possibly even broke another one. So that Green Bay backfield's looking a little rough again this year.
Yeah, I will definitely be starting my Ravens defense against Green Bay this week.
Yeah, you will.
Devontae Freeman's not the only one with concussion. Philip Rivers. He, like you said, reported himself Monday. He was having symptoms the next day, did the right thing, and said, hey, something's not right. And
I think he went to the medical staff, mentioned a couple of different things, and they're like, yeah, I think you have a concussion. We got to put you in the concussion protocol. So at least he's aware of it. He wants to keep himself healthy. That's a really good thing. That's a good head on his shoulders as a quarterback. I'm all right with that. I'm really okay with it.
Yeah, and he has like 25 children to take care of, too. So, he's got to be around for them. They need their dad.
Yeah, they do need him.
Yeah,
So.
that man's a rabbit.
And then with we have Will Fuller with broken ribs.
And more broken. It's just concussion and broken ribs this week. That's all it is.
That's awful.
Oh, yeah, he took a brutal shot because Tom Savage is the quarterback, and that's what Tom Savage does. So
I'm looking back at it here. 2 sprains, 2 concussions, 2 broken ribs, and a partridge in a pear tree. Jeez almighty. That is rough. So, but he's week to week. I think the Texans are kind of spiraling at this point. They were looking like set powerhouses there for a couple weeks. I mean, it was scary. Like they were looking good.
Yeah, and to me that shows how much a quarterback means to a team. If you don't have a quarterback, it ruins everything. Also, the Rams, which being a former fan, I hate to admit this, it shows how important a good head coach is. Basically the same roster, Jeff Fisher to Sean McVay, and look what Sean McVay's done. So much better.
Well, see, now, I've never really thought I always thought the Rams defense was good. I just thought they were on the field too much previously. They didn't have enough rest time.
To
be able to maintain their level of.
Oh yeah, because any defense
this year has proven like when they have a running offense, that defense just destroys teams.
Yes, and I mean it's the Aaron Donald in the middle, man. That guy is such a beast.
Oh, he's ridiculous. No wonder he's on the top 100 every year. Like that dude is ridiculous.
He should be on the top 10 every year.
Oh yeah.
I mean, moving forward, but really, that's all the injuries we had. I mean. It might be just because Sam Bradford's running out of players, but
I don't know. He keeps finding them, and then he just finds the same
Well,
and just
that's
find
what he's doing now. With,
ways.
Will Fuller and Ty Montgomery, he's just coming back around. He's coming back for
Yeah.
seconds. Like they're the part of the buffet he really liked.
Yeah, well, I didn't end your season, so since you decided to come on back, I'm just going to injure you again. Screw it.
So I guess if you want to go ahead and go on to power rankings.
Yeah, let's go to the power rankings.
All right.
Cold Stone Power Rankings.
This week we're actually going to add a new little part to this as well.
I like it.
Yeah, last 2 weeks ago I went ahead and did the statistics for figuring out the odds for who makes what playoffs and what are your percentage-wise, what are the odds. I recalculated everything, kind of shortened the stuff a little bit, added in the new numbers for how many games won and everything. So along with your ranking, we're going to go ahead and add your playoff odds. And I will continue to do this until playoffs.
Okay. Do you want to start from 12 or do you want to start from the top, Stu?
Let's go for the top this time. We started from the bottom last week.
Okay. No, well, I'll let you start.
Well, and the reason he's letting me start is because he wants to hear his own name. Brad is number 1.
Woo! I didn't get scammed.
You keep scamming us every single year.
But
somehow crawl your way back up there.
But Vince got scammed. Scammed hard. I'm still finding.
Fan right now.
I went back and looked at our GameCast, dude, and I keep finding little spots of ketchup that fell down from Cam Newton's 40 burger. It's permanently stained my screen.
Like I keep getting Kirk Cousins has had a couple different weeks this year where he's supposed to be the number one guy. He is the number one guy going into week 1, going into Monday, and then that Monday night person just goes and just destroys him, and he has to be number 2.
You know what that reminds me of? That Matthew Stafford commercial with the T-shirt.
Yeah.
And he's like, "This is my new shirt."
Yeah. So it was a good week for you. You got a nice Monday night win.
Barely the top scoring team.
You were watching. You were on radio silence for everybody.
I did. I shut off all radio communication. So.
Well, I kind of did something close to that, and I got a little scared watching as Adam creeped closer. And closer.
Oh yeah, he was.
For the win. I was not happy. So it worked out at the very end, but it was close. It was close. That garbage touchdown for Landry was what made my heart hurt a little.
What a great Monday night game because
it was good.
Because Dixon's matchup. He's real close. He's keeping an eye on Devin Funchess. You in your matchup, and then me and Vince. Like it was three games that matter, a lot on the line, and it came down to the third quarter from some to the last second. So amazing
if some
fun
of those
game.
games hadn't have gone the way they went, their league would have probably a dominant. Like Vince would be the dominant person. Matt and Dixon would be back in the median, and Ed would be even more muddled in the middle than everybody already is. So it was an interesting week. So, but and your playoff percentage is the second highest. There is one person above you that has a higher percentage, but you're at 87.72% chance of making it to playoffs. So
I'll take that. That's fair.
I believe, because is Day Day in your
Dixon is in my division.
Okay, so most likely that puts you at actually number
number 2.
Number 2, because Dixon actually does have a higher percentage.
Yeah, well,
there's a percentage, so we'll get to that in a minute. At number 2, we have Vince. Vince, mathematically, you are not 100% guaranteed, but you are at 81.52% chance of getting into the playoffs.
And that means you have I'm going to go ahead and say this, an 18.48% chance to have a dildo mailed to you.
Actually, it's not quite right, but you have an 18% chance of dildo or purgatory.
I like dildo better. You can wrap a scarf around it. That can be the addition you make to it.
Bucks are probably double that, but whatever, it's fine. Let's see here. And at number 3, we have Dixon. He is 87.96%, so almost 88, just a little bit higher than you, so he's got a pretty high chance. These top 4 teams have all up in the 80s, so...
Well, not this week, but the next week, so week 12, me and Dixon face off against each other.
Which is part of the prediction as well.
Yeah, I think he's got me too.
Yeah, so I mean, because it adds up. I put in all the week's matchups remaining, so it adds that percentage in there, but it also adds in your number of wins you currently have and what everybody else has, and then it goes off of who has the highest point totals right now. So even if there are ties. But between the game matches as well, I gave everybody just 50-50. It could go either way. I didn't really give anybody advantage over anybody else because in fantasy football, that's about what it is. I mean, 50-50 is about the best we could guess because there's no real telling of what it could be.
And then,
so at number 4, we have Day-Day. It's a 4.32% chance of making making the playoffs.
Now, 20% of that's just from the belt buckle, right?
No, belt buckle alone. Yeah, it's pure belt buckle.
Okay, so 84% of it's belt buckle, 0.32% is his roster.
Yep.
That makes sense. Yeah, that sums it up. and then we got Rod at number 5, and this is where it drops down. This is where the last 2 spots in the playoffs and purgatory, everything gets real muddled. Rod has a 58.92% chance.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's crazy. So it majorly drops, and then even after here at the bottom 4 drop off like another crazy percentage wise. So it gets way lower after this. But and then number 6 is Lubbock at 46.88%, so just barely under 50% chance of making the playoffs.
Well, I'm pretty sure he would gain an extra 20% if he would just do a Lubbock Strucken recap.
That would do it. Because that's another percentage. That would make his odds go up because everybody would listen to him and their percentage of winning would go down from there.
Yeah, exactly.
We have a special guest joining the show this evening.
Oh.
Say hi, Em. Say hi. Nope, not going to do it. Never mind. No, bad. Not going to do it. But at number 7, speaking of children, Koprovic.
Oh, twins, Basil.
5-2. So I know his son got to come home today, or got to come home this last couple of days. So congratulations on that.
Yes.
Hopefully your daughter will get to as well.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too far away.
Yeah, that'd be great. So you have a 44.52% chance of making the playoffs. So you and Lubbock are right there fighting for that 6th spot.
And I give it to Copro. Like, his team could have just fell off the map when Aaron Rodgers went down because that basically made Jordy Nelson and Randall Cobb not worth anything. And Randall Cobb's value might be going up now.
Yeah, I would think actually Randall Cobb might.
A little bit.
I mean, he's the original Ty Montgomery wide receiver turned into a running back, so that might actually be all right for him. But I mean, he hasn't been using it either one of them in the last couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. So Adams has been seeming to be the one to shine on that team, and Kovacs predicted that perfectly. So
yeah, he did.
He seems to be working at making sure the dildo doesn't come home to his newborns. So good for him on that.
And then at number 8, we have Adam at 38.64%. The Guru's he's gone up and down the rankings a bunch this season. He started lower, then he went back up. He was right up there in the top 4. Now he's kind of dropped down again. But he had
a couple of good weeks there. I mean, he had a good streak going on, and
he had some injuries that really hit him hard. That Carson Palmer injury really sidelined him there for a second.
It did, and then making up the quarterback from there has not been fun. A bunch of people had to experience that of not having the backup quarterback needed, or just picking the wrong quarterback
Yeah.
He knows what that feels like. So, Tyrod Taylor sitting there at like 0.4 points or something. And then right after Adam here at the 38%, we've got, it just drops, like even halves from there. So, yeah. So at number 9 is me.
Yep, it's you, Stu.
I actually have a pretty low percentage of chance, which it hasn't really gone up in 2 weeks. It's about exactly what it was 2 weeks ago. So it's 14.8% chance of going to the dildo, or going to the, not getting into the playoffs. So it's very low odds of me making the playoffs.
Man, if it's a 14.8% chance of going to the dildo, that's a great. That'd be a great percentage.
That was my percentage chance, but that doesn't mean I can't pull myself into the purgatory area.
No, that's the thing, is you're right there. I mean, the 7 and 8 spot, like, it's
still available for whoever.
Yeah, there's 3 games to go, and there's only a 1 game difference. So
yeah, I really need about 2 wins and some really just stupid high scoring games.
Yeah,
and that might be what really does it for just about anybody. If a couple people have some bad weeks and have some low scoring weeks, that this last week has been some low scoring weeks last week. It wasn't really crazy high for anybody but you and Rod.
I think points scored is going to become the major factor in deciding who goes where at the end.
There's going to be a lot of people with the exact same win and loss percentages, and it's going to be that 6 mark might be a little scarier than it has been in the years past, and it might come down to points for.
And then
see how that goes, but 14% chance.
And then we got number.
At number 10, we have Mo.
Yeah.
Mo's had a rough couple of games last couple of weeks, and
yeah, he had a really tough loss to Sam this week.
You have been his target this year for sure.
Yeah, and you get, man, that game between him and Sam this week, that was close. It was like 3 points, I think.
So, Brad, how you feeling about that trade right now?
Which one?
Jameis Winston and Lewis. How's that feeling right now?
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, that man is looking red hot.
Oh yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, but I felt like I sent him to the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry, Mo.
Mo, you have a 21.8% chance of making it to the playoffs. And they've got Sam with 19.76% chance of making the dildo at 11. And number 12 is Matt at 13.04. You have the honor of being number 12 and the lowest percentage chance of making it to the playoffs. Even though you had 2 weeks there where you snuck some wins in.
Yeah, I think what has him is the points scored though. Like I know the win that Matt got against me, he didn't score that much, and that's really where it's killing him is, you know, if you keep putting up 70 point, 60 point weeks, and people are putting up 80, 90, 100, and you know over a 3 week span, all of a sudden you're down 100 points to a team, and that's hard to make up. Like you wouldn't be on the other side of that.
Yeah, I think he's like, what, you're the highest point scorer right now. He is the lowest. I think they're beating him by like 150 or almost 200 points. So, and that's a pretty big gap, even though there's only a 3-game difference between the two of you, or 2-game difference between the two of you.
Yeah. Well, I also have the, I think you have the most points scored against. I have the 3rd highest, I believe, most points scored against.
Yeah,
so
you just be scoring a lot more points.
Yeah, this has definitely been the most competitive year. Like it just hands down, like Adam said on his Guru Corner, it's the most competitive year. 12-man league.
Oh, yeah.
No, everybody's doing their stuff, you know. And
everybody's paying attention. Everybody's active.
No one's pulling a 10.
Attention. Yeah. And nobody, like, when we've been hit by injuries, everybody's been hit by injuries. It's not just one person completely by themselves. and if they are hit by injuries, they're out there working the waiver wire. They're out there trading.
Yep.
And I think that has contributed to a lot of the trades this year, just because there have been so many injuries and so much shifting with the league. I mean, never before have we ever seen two major, big, ginormous trades in the middle of the year. Like, that's crazy. J.J.
Yeah.
Benjamin, like, that's nuts. That's fantasy football. That's like something
Jimmy
that's gonna happen
Garoppolo.
in the NFL.
I mean, not much fancy impact, but the Jimmy Garoppolo trade really surprised me.
Oh, yeah. I want to see if he makes it in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that would be nice to see what they got. You'd like to think they would do that. And,
yeah.
But
so we'll see how that goes. But I think that's it for our rankings and our playoff odds this week.
all right, let's move on to waivers.
Show me the money! Show me the money!
Show them the money if you have any left. We got it's week 11. Our buys are the Panthers, the Jets, the Colts, and 49ers. So yeah, there's a lot of teams out there because of injuries. They're losing starters this week. So you're needing a streamer. You need somebody to pick up. I think we got some people. That's a good start. A couple maybe stashes, but with quarterbacks, there's 3 I like. Case Keenum against the LA Rams.
Did he not have a 100% passing rating this year or this week?
He might have, because he's put up like 30-something points. He was right behind Kirk Cousins, and I'm pretty sure I heard that as a statistic. He had a 100% passer rating. You have to think about healthy Stephon Diggs, healthy Adam Thielen, McKinnon and Murray are both healthy, and the best thing about it is with the LA Rams offense, Minnesota's going to have to put up points. So he's going to throw. I think he's a guaranteed lock for 20 points.
It's a bit of a revenge game as well for him.
Yeah, he used to play for the Rams. Yeah.
Last year, he started last year.
And then another good streamer, Jay Cutler. Hold on. Tampa Bay is the worst defense against the pass this year. I'm sorry, they're 31st. They suck. So, I think Jay Cutler is a good stream.
Passer is this year. His name's Jay Cutler.
I know, we're digging deep. But if you're even more desperate, Blake Bortles against Cleveland.
That dude is an awful, awful football player, but somehow manages to get an amazing fantasy football score. I don't know how that's a thing, but he somehow garbage times his way into having decent points.
He does, and those are my 3 streams of the week. And if you go after anybody else, you're going to get 2 points because there's nothing else out there. It's barren. It's bad.
Yeah. So who are you playing this week, Brad?
Well, if Philip Rivers doesn't start, I'll just pick up whoever's left. I mean, really, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait till tomorrow morning, see who's left, and I'll pick them up.
Cam's on bye. Where's Brad going? Then we have wide receiver. We have Kenny Golladay going against the Bears.
Yeah, I feel like the Bears will hone in on Golden Tate. And
I think they're gonna dip and dunk with Matt Ryan, and I think they're gonna have a little trouble fighting against them. And so we have to see where Matt gives it over to. And he's had a couple good games here and there.
yeah, I like his talent, and he's a Hail Mary. To be honest with you, the person I probably feel the most safe about starting would be Jamison Crowder against New Orleans, because I think Morris Claiborne, their star corner, he's gonna be covering Josh Doxson. So that the second wide receiver is the one who always gets all the points when you go against New Orleans. So Jamison Crowder would be the wide receiver I would pick up. I'd have the highest priority this week if I needed somebody to start right away.
I would. I was kind of shocked how often Crowder's had a slow start, but he's finally seems like he's the guy. But all of the number one corners have been going after Doxson because mean, he's heating up as well. They don't really have a standout wide receiver there at Washington, but those two are definitely the two guys. But Jameson here seems like the guy I would go for because he's going to be a little bit more open.
And then my stash is Corey Coleman.
Yeah. He's supposed to be back healthy. I don't know that I would count my lucky stars that I have a Browns wide receiver, but
Well, the good thing about Corey Coleman is he can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So that's he's kind of like the Antonio Brown, but with like a quarter of the points.
Well, name me another wide receiver from the Browns that you want to play right now.
Exactly.
So he's at least an option.
And when Coleman is healthy and plays, he's put up good fantasy numbers, and he seems to be what the offense keys in on, and they kind of focus on getting him the ball. And so, to me, he's the only wide receiver I feel comfortable with starting, but I wouldn't start him until he proves it. I would just throw him out there, but I put him on my bench.
He's a clear stash.
Yes.
He's not a start of the week. He's not a pick and grab and.
No. Jamison Crowder, start of the week.
You could play him tonight. Yeah, you could. He's a guy you could at least try and see if he starts to have a.
Corey Coleman's the guy you could use in the playoffs, maybe.
Yeah.
That's the guy who I'm thinking of. He's a high upside. So at this point of the season, I want to stash somebody that's high upside. Somebody I can stick in my flex that can score me 20, 25 points on a given Sunday. That's what you want.
Let's get to the real important position here.
Oh, the running backs.
Yeah. What are we starting with?
You know what? We'll start with the man that nobody knows who he is, the undrafted rookie Austin Eckler for the San Diego Chargers. What do you think? It's a fluke week?
Yeah, I think that was.
I do too.
He's a handcuff. That's all he could ever be. Now, should Petrovic go pick him up? Yes.
Yes.
And we've seen Melvin Gordon's injury risk or injury history. Yes, if he is smart and he wants a chance to, if he's going to be in the playoffs, he needs to have his handcuff.
Yeah, I agree. And then I like Giovanni Bernard against Denver. Denver's actually bad against running backs, believe it or not, this year. Running backs are actually scoring more positive points above their norm against Denver than versus other defenses across the board.
Denver's having a bad year. Their offense can't get going, and so their defense. It's a Rams situation.
Yep.
Where they can't generate enough offense to keep the defense off the field.
And the one thing I like about Giovanni Bernard is he's going to be in there in the 2-minute drill. And I have a feeling that this is going to be a game that's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be close. And if you're needing, I think Gio's floor is 5 points in this game. I think he at least gets you 5 points. And
I don't. Either in the air or on the ground.
And the good thing with Gio is his talent's there, and there's always a good chance of him taking one to the house.
Yeah.
They love to do screens with him when they get around the red zone. He's just a good, nice little start if you need somebody. Another guy who I like, a little bit bigger of a guy, Rex Burkhead, who used to play for the Bengals. New England's been using him a little bit more and more, and he just. I know the New England backfield's muddied, and the only one I trust is Deion Lewis, but he's a guy just like Gio. He does a little bit of everything. He's a scrapper, and for some reason, Bill Belichick likes Rex Burkhead, and instead of giving Deion Lewis more carries or James White more throws, he throws Rex Burkhead in there to spell both of them.
Well, I kind of like what he's doing there, where no one knows which running back does what, so you can't
true.
Get the plays off of which running back's in there, where last year that's what the case was. When a certain running back was in there, a run was going to happen. If a certain running back was in there, a pass was going to happen. So,
now you don't know.
It's just not easy for fantasy football.
Yeah, and it makes it more difficult, but he's a guy who can score a touchdown against Oakland, and That's
Oakland is a very beatable defense.
and really with Rex Burkhead, Gio, that's really what you're looking for. You're looking for 5 points, and you hope for a touchdown. And if you get it, it's worth it. I mean, because more than likely that flex outscored the other person's flex. That really what it comes down to because of all the injuries now. And then, of course, the big question mark, how good's he going to be, Jamal Williams? He's got a tough matchup against Baltimore this week.
I think I saw something where they pulled a guy off of the practice squad to cover for him this week because there's like rumors that Ty Montgomery is supposed to play, but like if he re-injured the rib, like why the hell would you have him play? If he injured a new rib, why the hell would you have him play? So I think Jamal Williams is going to be the guy. At least get the opportunities. Baltimore is not the defense I really want to roll him out there with, but I'm definitely going to try to pick him up.
Can I throw one little dark horse out there to run it back? A deep sleeper. I'm going to throw a little woo pig out there. Jonathan Williams was signed from the practice squad by the New Orleans Saints to their active roster. He's going to be dressed on Sunday, and all it takes is an injury. We do know the Saints love to run 2 running backs. Now, it's going to take an injury for it to be worth anything, but behind that offensive line, if something happened to Kamara or to Ingram, Jonathan Williams would be a hot pickup then.
Yeah.
So just throwing that out there.
Okay,
If I owned Kamara or Ingram, raw day, I'd pick up Jonathan Williams as a handcuff.
Oh yeah.
And just stash him on your bench. Just keep him there. That's a little cozy. Yeah.
It's definitely handcuff season for sure.
Tight ends.
I got one more running back for us.
Okay.
A little sneak play that we didn't add originally. After listening to some of my podcasts, didn't even think about the guy. Actually thought he was on someone's team. Just looked it up, and he is on the waiver. Samaje Perine.
Oh yeah, the Redskins running back. He's bad. I just don't want him.
He is, but again,
he's starting running back.
He is a number 1 running back right now.
Yep. How often do you get that in waivers? Never.
Chris Thompson, of course, is going to pick up where Rob Kelly. Rob Kelly hasn't been relevant really, but he is. Perine's going to at least be the 1 and 2 back, I think. And then Thompson will be the third down guy or the passing guy. So, he's a number 1 running back. How often in the late part of the season do you randomly get a number 1 running back come out of the middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
Especially if Kelly's going to be out for a month. Pick him up.
Yeah, that's a good one. Tight ends. Ben Watson, O.J. Howard, David Njoku. I take Ben Watson over the top of them. Then I go O.J. Howard. Then I go David Njoku. That order. Ben Watson will get you a floor, maybe a touchdown, but O.J. Howard, David Njoku are the ones that could be home run hitters. That's it. You just put them in your lineup and pray, and that's it with those 3.
Yeah, that's it. You're taking a chance at one. They're most likely not going to get you a goose egg. That's what you're hoping.
That's true. That's true. If you're trying to avoid the goose egg, O.J. Howard would be the one to avoid. He's the one most likely to do it, I think. Defenses, not too much out there. You got the Chargers against Buffalo. Not too crazy about it. Miami versus Tampa or Tampa Bay versus Miami, because both quarterbacks. You got Fitzpatrick and Cutler, both throw picks. You might get lucky and get a pick 6. Probably the one I'd go with the most would be Cincinnati over Denver because of Brock Osweiler. He's just absolutely horrible. It's about Cincinnati versus Denver. That's really top one. The other ones you just see what happens. There's really nothing out there.
If you're really going to go for a defense that you want to stash, possibly
Cincinnati.
I have a different opinion, actually.
Oh, which one?
They're out there. I dropped them. I don't have the waiver wire spot, or I'd probably stash them myself. But if you have enough to stash until playoffs, these guys have an amazing playoff schedule. The Eagles.
Oh, yeah, the Eagles do. Yes.
They have LA, which that one's going to be
I thought Philadelphia was rostered.
No, I did. I dropped them last week to pick up the one because they were on bye and I needed a defense.
Okay. Okay,
So,
but that's a good one. Yeah.
This week they're playing Dallas, which is not a great matchup. Then they're playing the Seahawks, which is, again, not a great matchup.
But after
14,
that...
15, and 16, they're LA, the Giants, and then Oakland.
Oh, that Giants one is nice.
Giants and Oakland, I think that's the week that's going to be really your last 15 and 16. That's your either get you out of the dildo or help you win the Bundy kind of situation. So if you can stash a secondary defense, that might be your option there.
And then update on water bets. Stu's kicking my butt at all of them. I think that's as far as we need to go on that. Lamar Miller, Amari Cooper's killing me. Lamar Miller, 111 points. Amari Cooper, 75. Lamar Miller, running back, 11. Amari Cooper, wide receiver, 36. He's going backwards. So, not doing too good in that one. Week 10 picks went 2 and 4. That was probably my worst week, but I won, so I don't care.
You got an upset of the week, and you got that one right.
I did. I got you right, and then my other upset was wrong. Matt over Dixon, but it was close. It was closer than people thought.
What was our water bet?
Yeah. Huh?
What was our other water bet last week? It was about one of the games.
Oh, I don't remember. I actually really don't. I'd have to go back and listen.
We'll have to listen to it because I really don't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had 2 at the last second.
Okay.
So we'll have to get that updated, figure that out, let you guys know.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure I won both of those as well. So
yeah, I'm just gonna bring my Speedo on draft day.
bring your Speedo, bring your swim trunks, fellas, because it's gonna be wet day for Brad.
Week 11 picks. I'm hoping to do better. Except for this one, we can't get this one wrong. I think Adam has me. He's got the better matchups. I just got tough matchups. Stu, you're the game of the week over CoPro. Vince over Dixon. Rod over Matt. Lovick over Sam. And Mo over Day Day. Reason why Stu and CoPro's game of the week. They're so close to each other in the rankings. And I like their matchups. Like, I think they're both going to be... I think it's going to be just like Sam and Mo. Where it's going to be it's going to come down to the wire on who wins. It's gonna be another nail biter for you, I think.
It is. And I can't just have I won the fucking thing.
No, it's gonna be a Jim Ross going, "Oh my God, get him out of there! The match is over."
This entire year, I've not had a peaceful Monday. I had 30 points on Adam, and even like that, I was still fuck, I could still lose. And Adam almost did it, so you get to have. I think
you and CoPro should have a bet, and that whoever loses has to record themselves doing the Stone Cold Steve Austin with 2 Mountain Dews.
I drink Mountain Dew all the time. So
Yeah, you're both are fathers, so I feel like that's caffeination. You need it anyways. Yeah, you can't be drunk around your children. So, just go ahead and, shotgun 2 Mountain Dews, do the little smash thing. And, don't do it in the house maybe. Then the wives will yell, y'all forget stuff sticky.
Yeah, why'd you get Mountain Dew everywhere? Yeah.
I had to, honey.
I couldn't help it. I made a bet.
Oh, hell. If you win, you might want to do it.
I do it along with you just to help myself wake up in the day.
But we're running out of time. 30 seconds left. Anything else you want to say, Stu?
I think that's it for today.
All right. Y'all have a good week. Take it easy.
See you guys.
The Brent and Stu Fantasy Podcast is the official podcast of the Kappa Sigma Alumni Fantasy Football League.